As a musician, I always found myself booking the gigs and doing the business end. And at one point in my early 20s, I realized that someone had to get out in front of our collective of artists to try to lift us up and build a future for ourselves. I decided that I would put down a little of my creative brain and focus more on generating, the economy and the opportunities around the art.
I don't see a lot of difference between his approach to music and his approach to business. He always kind of has that big picture, 30,000 square foot view of what's needed here.
My vision was to always galvanize audiences and artists around space and to put them in proximity to one another.
There are 1,600 events between music, dance, theater, you name it, and over 200,000 people will walk through the doors, and Chris Hansen has to handle all of it.
And he does. He might as well be a juggler in the circus.
And one of the very important things we talked about when he first became executive director was that Nancy and I could afford to create these spaces, but we could not afford to maintain them and keep them going.
And I think it's the future of how nonprofit organizations need to be thinking. We need to be business-minded, and we need to be art-sensible. And it's not enough to wait for the money to come sometimes. We have to go out and roll up our sleeves and get the work done.
He saw what was effective, what the community was wanting, and from that, from his experience and the body of people that he had put together, which was an amazing staff of folks who were very supportive and ready to help move, elevate our different projects, they found the process and they introduced us to the process, and they made it easier, affordable, doable for us just to do what we do.
We have grown extremely fast, and a large part of our immense growth in such a short time is due to Chris and the Kranzberg Arts Foundation and their help in fostering our business through their assistance in subsidizing rehearsal space and in providing resources such as conference rooms and scene shop and costume shop. Those are things that, as a grassroots organization, we don't have access to very easily.
It starts with vision, dream big to envision what it could be. It also starts with trust and being able to galvanize your community and have your ear to the ground and your feet firmly planted. It's a very creative process to curate the sandbox, and that's what we've done.
Collaboration is the name of the game, and I think Chris is very much aware of this.
This district and Grand Center in general is a place where art can start now. I think more than ever, you get out of your car and you put your foot on the ground and you can tell that there's something in the air and that there are things happening right here that I can be a part of. For St. Louis to identify as a rich arts and cultural city is, to me, it's number one asset. It's the thing that we do better than just about any other city per capita or even bigger. There's a livability here for artists that you don't find in other places. There's educational, philanthropic, and corporate support for art that you don't find in other places. And, artists are the heart and soul of our city. I'd like to thank the Arts and Education Council for honoring me with the Arts Innovator of the Year Award.